Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what I got going on for you guys is I am going to be discussing a few general tips I have for resellers, some of my newer folks in 2023, and maybe just some tips to avoid you getting scammed, anything like that, since I'd hate to see any of you guys get scammed for some sneakers. So I'm just going to keep it pretty simple here, and we're going to try and help you guys avoid that. So if y'all want more content like this, check my Instagrams, any of that down below, drop a like as well, just lets me know that you guys want more videos just like this. So if we could hit like 200 likes, that'd be cool. Again, it's been a while since we do that, so if everyone could, drop a like for me, that'd mean a lot. Again, just lets me know that these are the types of videos you want more of, and again, leave your not your Instagram, but your comments, questions, any of that down below, and don't forget to check us out at Hype Labs in the bio. Again, if you want an actual group that can help you improve your resale instead of maybe just like a couple of general tips, this group can actually help you kind of like utilize and scale your reselling up. We can show you how to sell on Amazon, have botters run your profiles for you to copy items for retail, teach you how to bot daily intermarket sneakers, free food codes, I mean, you name it, we got it. So if you're interested in any of that, check us out down below. Could join our wait list. But that is all I will say. I hope y'all will enjoy it, and let's get started. So the first piece of advice I have right here when it comes to buying and selling on anywhere really is make sure you don't fall for a price that's too good, and also you got to double check everything, because one common scam that I've talked about before, and it goes on most commonly on Instagram, it's the fake sponsored post giveaways and also the fake sponsored post bulk amounts that you guys need to be careful for. I see this a lot on Instagram. I used to see it more commonly. I don't see it as often now because I blocked a lot of those accounts, but I'm sure I would still see it. So for example, what a scam would most likely be on Instagram, for example, they'll have a pair of these, or like a bulk amount of Craft Forest, for example, like 20-30 pairs, or it'll be like Kentucky Dunks, something like that, all in a photo together, which by the way, most of the time from these Instagram accounts, they are stolen photos, so they are not even their photos, so they don't have the pairs. So that's why I encourage being very careful when buying on Instagram, is because these sponsored posts go around a lot, and it'll be like for very good pricing, it'll be like $2.20 per in Craft Force, which is like retail. They aren't making anything. So very shocking that anyone would sell for that price, and the answer is nobody does sell for that price. We do in Hype Labs and our daily deals, so don't forget about that. We've been selling pairs of these for loss, so don't forget about we've been doing these at $2.20 per in Hype Labs. People can vouch for us. But if you're going on Instagram, those places are not legit, and they're not actually going to send you a pair for that amount. So you need to be careful if you're on Instagram buying, selling, trading, doing anything like that. Don't fall for these scams, especially when it comes to trading. Make sure they send you the items first, tracking updates, all that. Don't send them anything until you get the items in hand. You check them, and then you trade it to them, whatever it would be. But you got to be very careful with these sponsored posts on Instagram, these fake pages basically that are just trying to get your money, and they're not going to pay you back. They're going to ask you to pay through like Apple Pay or Zelle or Cash Zelle or Cash App, something where you basically can't get your money back. So you want to be really careful when buying on Instagram, anything like that. Especially just don't fall for those sponsored posts, or the ones where it'll be like DM us your or not DM us your size, but like guess the size of the shoe and you get this pair for free. Like, don't fall for any of those types of giveaways. They're all fake, and they're all really just trying to get something out of you. Like for those, for example, for those fake Instagram giveaways where it's like guess the size, they tend to ask you for money afterwards for like shipping or something like that. So it's always some sort of like BS where it just isn't truthful. So I don't want you guys falling for that. There's like big pages, for example, like Horseshoe LLC. That's one that I know that's a known scammer. So you just got to be careful for pages like that, like the sponsored ones, stuff like that. So don't be falling for those, because usually the prices are too good. They don't have the bulk amounts of those, and just don't the DM like if guess the size thing that isn't real. So don't fall for it. It's all just it's a cash grab. Although it may look good to a new reseller, like whoa, I can make a ton of profit off this. Like it's not that easy to find profit usually. Like you can find a deal, you can, like it's not impossible, but to say the least, Instagram isn't the place to look for deals, really. I mean, you can look, unless it's a trusted seller with real references from like accounts that you actually know, right? And maybe it's like on a lightly used pair or something like that. Sure, there'll be deals there occasionally. Same with like places like Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. But always legit check. Always make sure that the person is actually real. And if you're ever gonna meet up with somebody to get a pair or something, do it in a public place during the day, not during nighttime where nobody's there. Like, just be smart, be reasonable. I know y'all can do that. So first tip: don't get scammed. Watch out for those fake Instagram sponsored guess size, any of those type of giveaways, or bulk buyers. They're bulk sellers. They're not real. But another option I have, as always, I'm recommending this for my newer resellers. Sometimes people with maybe a little bit more time, or if you don't have as much time maybe, but you're willing to put in the effort, then hitting your local Nike outlets, hitting those local locations like Epilex Store, Champ Sports, always checking those places is good, because sometimes they will restock. Like these places like Hibbett Sports, Champ Sports, they tend to have their own Instagram pages for your local location. Like let's say you live in Charlotte, you could look up Hibbett Sports Charlotte, and there will probably be an account for Hibbett Sports in Charlotte, and it'll let you know like which one it is, like the address of it, and they'll post updates of like restocks they get, pairs they get in, things like that. And that's something you should look out for with your local Hibbets and stores like that, so you don't miss restocks that could potentially happen in your area. So something I heavily recommend you guys on Instagram. Not a scam, is legit. Just following your local Hibbett, good, because they may post something good on Instagram, occasionally a restock that you may want if they don't backdoor a ton. But hey, if you get to know the employees a little bit better, maybe you can find something. So that's why I always recommend it. Build that relationship, follow their IG page, show up for a couple things, you know what I mean, buy some stuff. That's what I recommend, building that connection with the employee and, your local store, following them on their Instagram so you can see what they restock. Same thing with skate shops, exact same thing I recommend. Follow your local skate shop for all the upcoming SBs and releases, because they will probably have some of them, where you can enter via raffle or first come, first serve. So that type of thing, that, that's why I recommend it to you guys, is you should follow them so you can stay in the loop. That's another thing I recommend, is it's just like staying in the general loop of things in your local area. And that's why being in a group can help you, because we'll give you tips for like staying in the loop in your local area, or like just sourcing more sneakers in general. Like we have a guide for that, so check us out below if you want. That's just one thing there, but just follow your local Hibbett on IG, stay in the loop there, visit the stores every once in a while, hit your Nike outlets, go to the back wall. It's always 30% off. Then you go, if you're going to the Nike app in the reward section, you get an extra 15% off. So 45% off some sneakers right there. I mean, you can find some solid brick flips, especially in some bigger sizes, in that kind of, back right or left wall of the store, wherever the 30% off is. So that's why I heavily recommend checking out your Nike outlets, is because even if you aren't into brick flips, you can learn about it and, kind of expand your routes of reselling. Just instead of going for the regular hype stuff, go for the stuff that doesn't sell as much, but you can still make a profit on. Like you can sell to StockX, Goat, Alias. There's so many apps to resell on, and that's why it's kind of nice to try different areas to resell to, like brick flips, different things like that, because you can expand your game, but then also, just have more consistent sales. And then you lower your seller level, and then you get less fees. So that's something I always recommend. Consistent flips. We can help you with that in the group too, like consistent clothing flips, sneaker flips, whatever it is. Clothing flips are very solid profit. So if you're trying to just get into that, like 10 profit per tee, 20 profit per tee, we got that. Another quick tip I have also, using cashback, like on these brick flips also, like online, anything like that, Rakuten, Top Cashback, heavily recommend both of them. I'll leave some sign up links down below in the description, but sign up for those because you don't want to miss out on free cashback that you can get from Nike, things like that. Like it's 10% on Top Cashback. That's a lot of money back right there off an order. And aside from cashback, I also recommend using Sneaker Dunk. This is a decent app. It is legit, based out of Japan, just for anybody wondering. Here's my referral code also. I think it gives you guys like a $5 off code, so you can save some money on the app. And they have a lot of deals on like SBs, general sneakers like that. So if you just want to kind of check it out, scan it, for some sizes that may be a little bit undervalued in price, this app is good, because you can definitely find some flips for your local area that you can buy off this app. And that's why I recommend it, because you just got to dig a bit. But if you look a little bit, some of the sneakers that are a little bit more aged are definitely like, separated in price from the US market a bit, and that's why Sneaker Dunk is kind of nice. It takes like 2 weeks usually to get items. Shipping is a bit pricey, but hopefully that code will reduce it a little bit. There used to be $20 off codes, and that's when it was definitely this app is more or less a cook. So I'll try and find those again, but at the moment right now I'm not sure as to how to get those, only the $5 ones. So if y'all want to use that, feel free, but definitely recommend Sneaker Dunk, and also recommend using cashback, because those are two areas for profit, and especially cashback one, because that's free money back. So I mean, if you just want free money back, just use cashback on your Nike orders, things like that. It's very basic, very simple approach. So I recommend those two things heavily, because they one's good for sourcing, and then like for pairs for your local area, and then one's good for saving money on stuff you may buy. And of course, I recommend like buying bulk off some, like taking more stock off somebody in order to get a better price, because the more items you take off somebody, the better deal they're willing to give you, because it's less hassle that they have to do with individually shipping each item and printing a label for it and mailing it. So if you do buy more off somebody that is legit, again, always check for references, always check the pairs, never fall for that. You gotta always make sure, like this is one of the main things I'm stressing, check for references, make sure they're legit. Look, like if you're joining Hype Labs, make sure you check in the references section to make sure the person's legit. Yeah, we always have safe people in the Discord, so you don't have to worry about that. You can check out our marketplace, DM me if you're looking for pairs, anything like that. I'm always willing to help. That's what I try and do. So yeah, just a couple general tips I have, an app and kind of location where you can source, Instagram tips, local tips, cashback tips. So that's really the general thing I recommend, and some of the tips I have for this video, and hopefully they can help you out as a newer reseller with saving money, whatever your plan may be. So that's all I need to say, guys. Again, if you want to check us out down below at Hype Labs, this can save you and make you money as a reseller, again, with the free food codes, discounted shipping labels, so you can save a ton of money on shipping instead of just going to your UPS and, you know, buying labels. Daily under market deals and sneakers, so you can sell them to StockX, make a profit, or to different, you know, to people in the Discord, local, whatever it may be. We have that as well. Backdoors, clothing flips. We have early info on Nike, so many other things like that. Again, teaching you how to bot if you want to learn how to do that. That's a great step as well. People think it's very expensive to start botting. It is not. So if you want to learn how to do that, again, that's something we can offer to you guys. So check us out down below, join that wait list, and hopefully I will catch you on the next video. Subscribe, like. I know what I said the like goal was. I think it was like 200 at the start of the video, so if you could hit that, that'd be cool. If not, it's not the end of the world, you know? We're good. We're going to make another video tomorrow, and I'll see you all then. So that's it. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Good luck sourcing, and check us out on Hype Labs. Peace.